Good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll be talking about the Pilot Pen Corporation, a leading global brand in writing instruments. So, Pilot Pen Corporation is a Japanese company founded in 1918 by Ryusuke Namiki and Osawada. Originally called Namiki Manufacturing Company, it changes its name to Pilot in 1950. Pilot is known for producing high-quality writing instruments, including fountain pens, gel pens, ballpoint pens, and mechanical pencils. The company is famous for innovations like the Pilot G2 gel pen and the Pilot Friction Erasable pen. With a global presence, Pilot continues to lead in the writing instrument industry, combining craftsmanship with advanced technology. Pilot Company Overview. Pilot Company has significantly contributed to the writing instrument industry since 1915, fostering sustainability through innovative products. As plastic production skyrockets, Pilot emphasizes responsible manufacturing and eco-friendly practices. Since 1950, plastic production has skyrocketed from 2 million tons to over 415 million tons today. This rapid increase has led to severe environmental challenges, with plastic waste becoming a widespread pollutant that harms wildlife and ecosystems. So, the consequences of plastic waste impact on ecosystems. Improper management of plastic waste results in 1 to 2 million tons entering the oceans annually. This pollution endangers marine wildlife as animals can ingest or become entangled in plastic debris. It also disrupts ecological balance, leading to long term environmental degradation. Effective waste management and reduction of plastic use are crucial to mitigate these impacts. Recyclability of plastic pens. Plastic pens are often misunderstood as non recyclable. However, Pilot's initiatives demonstrate that many plastic pens can indeed be recycled and repurposed. It contributes to a circular economy and helps So, to for the reduce overview waste. Of Pilot's global operations, Pilot Company operates with a strong international presence, featuring 3 factories in Japan and 5 additional factories worldwide, employing 2,600 personnel. The company leads in the rollerball category and is pioneer in the thermosensitive segment, providing high-quality writing instruments globally. The Pilot Pen Company mission statement. For over 100 years, Pilot has been dedicated to providing top-quality pens and innovative solutions, enabling customers to express their uniqueness. The company's philosophy, "Write Better with Less," reflects its commitment to minimizing ecological impact while maintaining high standards. Pilot aims to deliver the highest quality writing instruments that inspire creativity, provide excellent performance, and promote sustainability. They continuously improve through innovation and social responsibility, ensuring their products not only meet but exceed customer expectations. So, Pilot Pen Company objectives and targets. So, Pilot Company is committed to reducing its environmental impact through eco-friendly products. The objective is to achieve 50% eco-friendly packaging by 2050, demonstrating the dedication to sustainability. So, to improve energy efficiency in production, Pilot aims to achieve carbon neutrality by 2030. This goal reflects the commitment to reducing the carbon footprint and promoting a greener future. So, Pilot is also focused on reducing plastic pollution by reusing ocean plastics. The target is for 86% of B2P, or the bottle to pen plastics, to be recycled, but with 2.5% sourced from oceans, rivers, and lakes. So far, they have collected 1.7 tons of plastics, showcasing the efforts to make a positive environmental impact.
Life cycle assessment is a method used to assess the environmental impact of the pilot pen products from their initial design to the end of life, according to the following criteria: climate change, resource depletion, fine particle emissions, and eutrophication. The method they use complies with ISO 14040 and PEF, or the Product Environmental Footprint, version 6.3, which is the European benchmark for life cycle analysis. The first step is the extraction and pre-treatment of raw materials as well as packaging. This is where recycled plastics such as polypropylene and polystyrene which are derived from petroleum and natural gas, undergo pre-treatment processes such as purification and polymerization to create the specific type of plastics needed for pen components. Some plastics also includes metal parts, typically made from steel or aluminum, which are extracted from ores through mining and refining processes to remove impurities. Material selection for packaging includes plastics, which are similar to pen components, recycled papers, and cardboards to reduce environmental impact. It is also printed using inks and dyes that are selected for their minimal environmental impact. Number two is the transportation from supplier to manufacturer. Raw materials are transported from suppliers to pilots' manufacturing facilities. This often involves long-distance shipping, which can contribute significantly to greenhouse gas emission. However, the company optimizes their supply chain and minimizes environmental impact through maximizing stocks volume during transport, deploying barge or rail transport for deliveries from harbor to limit the pollution from trucks. The third step is the production of the final product. This involves plastic injection molding, wherein plastic parts of the pens are created using injection molding. This process involves melting plastic pellets and injecting them into molds to form components like pen barrels and caps. They are also conducting metal part fabrication, where metal components such as pen tips and springs are manufactured through process like stamping. The fourth step is the assembly. For the assembly of the products, they use automated assembly lines to ensure precision and efficiency, reducing waste and energy consumption. Each pen undergoes rigorous quality control checks to ensure its high standards. This includes testing for functionality, durability, and writing performance. The fifth step is the delivery of the product to the first customer. This involves the process from distribution centers to retailers or customers through logistic planning. Efficient logistic planning ensures that products are delivered on time and in good condition. This involves selecting the best transportation routes and methods to minimize environmental impact. Different transportation modes include trucks, trains, and sometimes air freight for faster delivery. The final step is the process of disposal of the product as well as its packaging. This includes reusing of pens by refilling them and recycling some pen components like plastic barrels and metal parts. The company may also conduct special programs wherein they can offer a take back or recycling programs so the customer can return used pens for proper recycling. Impacts, aspects, and pollution prevention. The direct environmental aspect of the company includes electrical consumption in injection molding. This is the energy used in the injection molding process for manufacturing pen components. The significant impact to the environment includes high energy consumption leading to increased CO2 emission. The prevention or the reduction strategy by the company includes renewable energy adoption and using energy efficient equipment. Another direct environmental aspect is the waste production in co-packing. This is the waste generated during the packing process. The significant impact is the waste can contribute to landfill overflow and environmental pollution. The prevention or the reduction strategy includes packaging optimization. Number three is the plastic granules spilled outside the plants. These are the spills plastic granules during manufacturing or transport within the plant. The significant impact includes pollution in nearby environment, including water contamination. The prevention or the reduction strategy includes containment and cleaning protocols. Next is the indirect environmental aspects. These are the ones that the organization has no control but does have influence or impact the environment. One example of this is the greenhouse gas emission from transport. These are the emissions from transporting pens and components. The significant impact is the CO2 emission from transport contributing to climate change. The prevention or the reduction strategy is the carbon offset projects, including Clean Ocean Plastic Bank, worldwide, and optimized logistics. Another example is the consumption of raw materials. The extraction and the use of materials like plastic, metals, and inks for pen production. The significant impact is the overconsumption of raw materials leading to source depletion. The prevention or the reduction strategy includes using recycled materials and sustainable sourcing.
Laws and regulations. It focuses on five topics, and first is waste. Under this topic, we have the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act or RCRA, which is a United States federal law enacted in 1976. It gives the Environmental Protection Agency or EPA the authority to control hazardous waste from its generation to its final disposal, known as cradle to grave management. This includes the generation, transportation, treatment, storage, and disposal of hazardous waste. Pilot Company has been dealing with their waste according to the recently mentioned act. They have been collaborating with waste contractors since 2012, and in 2018, this resulted in a recovery rate of 85.2%. They also have a life cycle assessment of their products corresponding to cradle to grave management, which was discussed earlier. Second is the carbon dioxide emissions. Under this is the Clean Air Act or CEA, which is a comprehensive federal law in the United States that regulates air emissions from stationary and mobile sources, enacted in 1970 and amended several times since. The act authorizes the Environmental Protection Agency to establish national ambient air quality standards to protect public health and the environment. By complying with the Clean Air Act, Pilot Pen Company not only meets legal requirements but also contributes to global efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and combat climate change. Pilot Pen is also a certified climate partner on January 2024. There are five different steps and assessments for a company to become a certified climate partner. It includes carbon footprint, reduction of targets, reduction measures, climate protection projects, and certification process. Third are energy and water. Under this is Energy Policy Act or EPACT, which encourages energy efficiency and renewable energy use, and Pilot Pen, on the other hand, uses 100% renewable electricity, mainly from hydroelectric sources, which supports the goals of the EPACT. Clean Water Act or CWA, wherein Pilot Pen's water management practices such as recycling processed water and installing rainwater collection systems align with the CWA's objectives to prevent water pollution and protect water quality. Safe Drinking Water Act or SDWA primarily focused on drinking water. The SDWA's principle of protecting water sources can be seen in Pilot Pen's efforts to minimize water waste and ensure sustainable water use. Fourth is company policies, which somewhat summarizes what I have said so far. And under this is Environmental Management System or EMS. Pilot Pen has been an EMS compliant with ISO 14001 standards, focusing on reducing waste, energy consumption, and CO2 emissions. Responsible procurement policy, which ensures suppliers meet environmental criteria such as use recycled materials and reducing emissions. And sustainable practices, wherein Pilot Pen uses 100% of renewable electricity, optimizes supply chains, and promotes refillable products to reduce waste. These regulations and policy help Pilot Pen Company minimize its environmental footprint and promote sustainable practices. Let us discuss further the steps of environmental management systems. This figure shows the company's responsible commitment to our environment by implementing their PDCA or Plan to Check Act. This four-part method shows the chain of beneficial action that leads to the continuous improvement processes. According to the company, their environmental management system is based on the ISO 14001 standard version of 2015. Their constant improvement has been rewarded by achieving the European Eco-Management and Audit Scheme or EMAS registration since 2011 through the essential pillars, which are the four R's. This premium management instrument is developed by the European Commission for the companies and other organizations to evaluate, report, and improve their environmental performance. A thrice-yearly management review is conducted with their management committee to carry out comprehensive assessment of their environmental actions, achievements of target, and to improve necessary actions to meet their environmental commitments. Emergency preparedness and response. The Pilot Pen Company has a global approach to emergency preparedness and response, ensuring the safety and well-being of its employees and stakeholders. The key components involve risk assessments, such as the identification of potential hazards and evaluating risks that could impact their operations, such as natural disasters, supply chain disruptions, and technological failures. Mitigation strategies by developing plans to minimize the risk, such as diversifying suppliers, implementing robust IT systems, and ensuring compliance with environmental regulations. The emergency response procedure also includes immediate response actions with proper communication protocol wherein they follow clear guidelines in evacuating the premises, using the fire extinguishers or shutting down critical systems after identifying an emergency. Designation of teams responsible for specific tasks such as first aid, firefighting, and evacuation coordination are also very crucial to the company. Employees also need to undergo regular training sessions and drills to ensure familiarity with the emergency procedures and can act quickly and efficiently. Post-emergency review is also administered by the company to identify areas for improvement and update the emergency plan accordingly.
For the conclusion, Pilot Pen demonstrates that true innovation goes hand in hand with the environmental stewardship. By prioritizing sustainability, continuous improvement, and employee engagement, the company provides business and success and responsibility can coexist, setting a powerful example for the future of corporate management.